Hello everyone, and welcome back to the LP. We are off to do Ticket to Ride, which will also be a very fun board game. It is our next story mission, Case 2-2. We are actually now playing in glorious high definition on my new computer, despite the fact that also it still slows down in parts because, I don't know, reasons. So, normally we will go out and we'll go off and we'll collect survivors. You've seen us grab 5 or so of them at once, but now we're just gonna rush off and do the actual quest. We do have time to get the other ones, but the other one, Taste Like Chicken, is a psychopath mission, and I don't really want to do that quite yet. So, besides that, we also have the Zombrex, which we will be due for about after the story mission is over. And then just, whatever. Now, we are getting tired of this kid's sleepwear outfit, so we're gonna go try to find something else to replace it. There is one trick, though. Sorry, I had to check some settings. There is one trick. The Groucho Marx glasses, it seems we have worn them for so long that they are now physically fused to our face. I have played around with them, and it doesn't seem to be any way to actually remove them, except for just wearing another pair of sunglasses over top. I figured that if I couldn't remove them, then I would just wear sunglasses, put them back, and they'd be gone, right? No, still there. So, and the place we got them from, the kids store, you can take a new pair, but you can't put them back, because if you put them back, then it just is all the same. So, we're going to grab some sunglasses or whatever to replace them and just live with that. Because it is kind of getting a bit silly at this point. So, but for now, we're just going to find something nice to wear.
Nice.
We're moving on from kids' clothing to professor or stay-at-home dad. It kind of looks like Mr. Rogers, which is kind of disturbing, but makes sense in a disturbing way. Generally speaking, these stores, as you can see here, they'll be specialized. You'll have some stores that are almost entirely weapons, some stores that are almost entirely food, and then clothing stores which have clothing and just some useless weapons, like the Centurion hat, or sorry, statue, bust, whatever you want to call it, and stuff like that. That can knock down zombies but not kill them, which, if you're in a bind, is alright, but we'd rather just kill them and get the XP if possible. So we'll use these fancy special items. Now, here's another demonstration of how crafting basically works in Dead Rising 2. I have 2x4s, I have a rake, I have a battery, and this weird magazine thing. It's domestic. Basically makes furniture last 3 times. In case you're running around with a bunch of chairs in your inventory, that would be completely useful. So the question is, can we combine the 2x4 and rake? We look, it says 2x4, that means we can pick it up, but we can't combine it. So we'll get rid of that. Alright, what about the rake and the battery, because they're in proximity. We pick up the battery, and now it says combine, which means they can be mixed. It's trial and error, but generally speaking, like I've said before, if it's things that are around you, then you can use them. And I actually didn't remember this weapon at all, so, and there you go. It's a nice little thing. I mean, it's effective. It gives you 200 PP, which is a pretty respectable amount of XP, relatively speaking at least. I mean, there's some that'll give you 600, but still, it's not bad. This weapon only has the one attack, and is actually considered to be a heavy weapon, which means that if you get hit, or if you switch weapons, or if you do anything else, you'll drop it. So here I'm going to try to use the hammer to take out these ATMs, and I didn't realize that the rake was gone, so I tried to find it again. I thought the game had bugged out, so kind of ran around in circles trying to figure out what happened to it. Lo and behold, it's still on the ground over here. And yet another version of why you don't want to stop moving ever. It's a pain to get moving again. So we'll keep a hang on this. It's just... It's effective, it's nice, but if you just keep getting drops, then it's just not worth it. It's not like the chainsaw, which you can just turn on and run through hordes. If you get hit, then you drop it, and what good is that? So we'll just sort of hang on this for a little while, then drop it for something more useful. Trouble with actually getting these weapons if I can drop them. Like you see, I picked up the briefcase, I picked up the chair. It's very hard to pick up one thing in a group of things, which these areas are so cluttered with items that it's not as easy as it may look from your side of the screen. So, whatever. But right now, there's one very specific place we need to be. It's actually the entrance to the underground tunnels. There is an entire train section, I guess you could call supply trains, that run in a circle around the underground of the casinos. And we're gonna go see what's going on, because apparently some shady characters are trying to get in and do nasty things inside of the tunnels. Although I might add that the tunnels are actually a closed circuit. They don't actually go anywhere, they're just a complete circle. So anything that is brought into them needs to be brought in by hand. It's not like they go off to the next city or something. So what they're doing with these gigantic trains and how in the world they're moving all this cargo in, I have no idea. But it's a video game, so whatever. Unfortunately, while there are many entrances to the actual underground around, it's kind of a long ways away, and it's only this one because you look at that poster there, there's the two lion taming brothers. I wonder if you know who their XP's of. This particular one. Now you'll see here, we have some stuff around here. Crowbar, dynamite, sledgehammer. I'm sure that nothing shady is going on here. So let's go see what's in the underground. Alright, so now we're in a brand new area. Try to shortcut around here, and oh, break my legs. Forgot how tall that was. I wonder what's over here. A restroom, that's real helpful. No, there's gonna be a boss battle now.
Yes, sir. They're almost here! Moving!
TK.
Chucky! You made it out! After that pathetic performance you gave last night, I thought for sure they'd find you lying dead with a load in your shorts. Show Chucky how the game is really played, boys.
TK was in on it the whole time. The host of a murderous rampaging show was in on all the murders, can you imagine? Yeah. So now we're meeting our first mercenaries. They are very snappily dressed. They have really bright uniforms, and they shoot these guns that do a surprisingly little amount of damage, but they can be very fun.
Leave it! We got enough to do the job. Let's go! Damn it, TK!
Thanks for the ride.
And now we do the bike race. This train chase can be either very easy or very hard, depending on how the controls go. The trick that I was having here, normally it's not that bad to know what to do, but I'm playing on a keyboard, which means that turning is an all or nothing kind of thing. So I'm hitting walls, I'm going around, it wasn't pretty. Oh well, it doesn't take that long. The idea is you need to take these ramps and you jump on to the actual train. But you're a bit faster than the train, so you have to make sure you're always on the side. Luckily, they can't really hurt you. You don't even have a health bar right now, so you can go as long as you want. It doesn't make any difference. I don't know if they actually can kill you, but it's unlikely. It just wastes time, and of course time is the real enemy here, so here we are.
Hey, which one of you bastards was throwing the junk at me?
Yes, these highly trained mercenaries who can't shoot a man who's crawling over an edge about 10 seconds worth of time. Anyways, we're gonna go see why these mercenaries are so annoying at times. First of all, the problem is the bullets, independently the bullets don't actually do much, but they have knockback. So, unless you have another ranged weapon like we have right now, it's very hard to kill them, because you can't move while you're trying to throw an item. So, if you want to throw a melee item at them, you have to get around the corner, you have to quickly throw. Snails didn't know if they were going to hurt anything, so... Nope. Too slow. Too short ranged. At any rate, we're out of guns now, so we're going to try to throw an item at them to stop them from shooting. But we can't shoot. We can't throw around corners. We can't move, so we have to run out in the middle, wait for them to shoot us, and then quickly throw an item, whatever it is, just to stop them. Once you get in close, they're ready to kill, but up until then, it's not pretty. Luckily, headshots work just as well, even though it takes about 6 bullets to the face to actually kill them. And we can delicious hamburger to pick up this orange juice, and see what's over here. So we've gone to the end of the train. My card didn't know what they did, so... playing 52 card pickup, I guess. Even though I'm pretty sure 20 shots, around 10 cards per 200 cards in that deck.
What the hell are you up to, TK?
Just enjoying the land of opportunity, Chucky.
You framed me! That footage was fake!
Don't be such a downer, baby. I made you famous.
I'm not playing your games, TK. You're coming with me, and you're gonna tell the whole world that I didn't do this.
Oh, I don't think so. What can I say? The camera loves you, Chucky.
What is it?
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What's going on?
It was TK. He's the one behind this outbreak.
The host of that horrible show?
Yeah. He was moving equipment using the trains, but I have no idea what it's for. He's up to something. Something big. This isn't over yet.
Chuck, that's gonna have to wait. Katie is going to need more Zombrex soon.
Okay. Thanks.
Alright, we got a new key, which always means some sort of character progress, or whatever you want to call it. So, case closed, and we just give Zombrex to Katie in about 5 hours or so. So, it's kind of funny, because Chuck at any time is carrying any number of items he could use to force open a door. He has a sledgehammer, there's crowbars, baseball bat even, I guess. You hit it hard enough. But he has to have a key to open it. He's a very polite man. He doesn't just burst down doors. He's not a savage. Jesus. So we're going to actually make one of the items that we have a card for, the cement saw. Get rid of that. It's glowing red. All good to get rid of your weapons that are red, because you never know when they're going to break at the wrong moments, and then you're screwed. So we're actually going to go get some Zombrex right now. There's one Zombrex hidden in this little circle here. This is the underground. Now the trick is, you want to drive, but we just threw away our brand new heavy item. Man, what are we going to do about that? I wonder if it'll fit in the back of the bed. Let's throw it in. Bounced out. Okay, never mind. Apparently it's a very lightweight thing, so we'll just jump in the back and set it down nicely, see what happens.
Is there anyone there?
If I could figure out which button it is that actually sets it down. And let's give it a shot. Please work, please work. Hey, it actually worked. What do you know? I really wasn't expecting it. I figured it would just clip right through. So we have some time until Boomtown or whatever. No one's dying immediately. Well, I guess Katie is, slowly and horribly. But that's depressing, so we're not going to talk about that. We have these carts all over the underground. There is one station with a motorcycle, and I believe 2 with a orange cart. Now, it looks like you can just ride all these zombies over, but it turns out these actually do have health to them, like all the other things, and see, it's smoking. Smoking is bad, because smoking means to getting damaged, and soon it will blow up. That's not good, because it takes forever to get through here. Which is the reason why no one... It's like, the idea of this is a fast travel system of sorts. And our weapon just clipped through the floor. Great. The idea of this is to fast travel around, but if you are just getting your cars blown up, then you have to run the rest of the way. And as anyone can tell you, the straightest point between two lines... the straightest line between 2 points is an actual straight line, not a gigantic looping circle. So it's easier just to run right across the strip. But it's variety. I'll give them that. Something to do, I guess. I don't think there's any more missions that bring you down here, but I can always be wrong. So it's just gonna be up here. And when we were driving around that car, it seemed to be a small place, but running now that we have to run all the way back to the entrance, yeah, it's a lot bigger than you might think. Luckily, there are a few things. There's a gate there to the Silver Strip, which you can use, but we're not going to the Silver Strip. We're going to a quest, mission, whatever. So first, let's see this. There were a few people asking about explosive weapons or whatever in the thread, or at least someone was, I don't remember. And we're going to demonstrate why they're not usually used. There are some, the Molotovs, for example, who work immediately. But there are also, like, I don't know what those tanks are made out of or have in them. Or the duct tape nail thing that we just put together. I was seeing if we could do anything with this amplifier, apparently not. And they do damage, and they do a lot of AoE damage, and they're pretty good for taking out zombies. Here's the question. How do you activate it now? Well, you have to hit it. But what do you hit it with? Something to detonate with. And you can't use melee weapons to detonate explosive canister. You have to use something like fire, or a gun, or something like that. Things that are in short supply. So, they're really not practical. Yeah, here's the... Normally you have the... Press the right button to So, yeah, right button to throw. Here it brings up your Duke so you can punch out the zombies. Kind of cute. So let's try setting it off. No, they just bounce. It has to be something like a gun that can actually, you know, kill it. So by the time you already have nails, a propane tank, a table to put it together in, and a gun, you may as well just run through the zombies. It's just for novelty's sake. Which is a shame, because it would have been fun, and we probably will do one later when we don't have a time constraint. But for now, there's really no point in it. Like many things, no point in it. There's a life lesson right there. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a door here, one of the safety doors, but we can't get in because it's locked. We don't have a key code. We have keys, but not a key code. So yeah. Imagine Yakety Sax is playing while we're running down here. Alright, this takes like ages to do, so I'm gonna cut out like a minute of this just running. So I will see you on the other side. Was actually really funny to listen to when I'm sitting here recording this. All the squeaky voice zombies and all that just cracks me up. Ugh, God. So we have a hat and a shotgun. The hat we can't actually put on our head, so whatever. Goodbye, hat. You're useless to me. I would have liked him to put on his head and charge Rhino style through other zombies, but we can't have all what we want. So we're up to Industrial Fashion, which is over in the mall, which is 4 areas away. You would think there's a faster way to do this, but apparently not.
Yeah,
so here's a little thing. High class get up for us. Gonna run around a bit in here trying to find some new shades for us to replace this stupid Groucho Marx glass with. I don't understand, it must be just bugged out, and I really don't care enough to try and redo this entire thing, just get rid of the stupid glasses. So, there we go.
Not bad.
Like I said, it's important that we get rid of them, because the look to the expressions of Chuck, see it came back, are just hilarious in the sense that they aren't. He's just so neutral that it doesn't matter. I'm sure Kitty would die and be just like, oh, okay, whatever. Then they just go back to being determined about something, candy, or, I don't know, sleeping with that hippie lady. Hey, I didn't say it. Alright, so here's some more money stuff. We're collecting money. We don't have anything to spend money on yet, so it's more out of habit than anything else.
What's going on?
Hey, Chuck, remember we needed between 7 and 8. Well, we already have 2 of them, so that basically means we have 3 hours to burn. Why? Because we are so pro. Seriously, guys. And look, a glasses shop. Just what we need. We have rocker glasses, which are hideous. Chuck, what are you doing? Stop that. Seriously. We have black rim glasses, which are more of the nerdy, weird looking kind of type. And then we have the sports glasses, which we just got rid of, that we got in the other store. We're going to stick with these because you can actually see his eyes. The other ones were kind of stupid looking. So, goodbye Groucho Marx. Hello, horn rim glasses. We still have that stupid hat because I haven't found one to get rid of yet. We'll play with the expressions for a bit. Then I'm finally going to fulfill my promise and go find that Servbot mask. We have to have at least one update wearing that thing by law. Seriously, the police came to my house. It was not a pretty scene. So, we'll just take some money, we'll grab some weapons. We don't really need any more weapons. I'm pretty sure we have what we need. Because we're not killing any psychopaths or anything. These are just 2 ladies sitting around. And we'll head right over. I did like this little sign here. I thought it was pretty cute. The Fortune City on the rocks. Kind of like Hollywood, just, you know, low budget, like everything else in this place. It's nice. I went to Las Vegas a while ago and had the big fountain they played the music over. It's pretty. Water features. Woohoo. So now we're in the hotel. This is where we need to be. It's if you remember earlier, it's where we met the reporter lady. The two ladies we're picking up are two industrial worker builders, whatever you want to call them. So they are here because, you know, this is a work site, and that's where they would be. I'm not sure why we didn't notice them earlier, but video games. You also might notice Chuck's incredible strength that he just basically threw that probably 50-pound container thing just up in the air like it's just... He's very mad. You can tell by his chin. So once again, chainsaw can just burst through all these mobs. There's Terry, the first one, and up top we have the other one. She's very, very tough. She's a hard-working lady. And the other one is Willa. Terry and Willa. She fights like a blind mouse. They're very good friends. It's like a sitcom. Terry and Willa. They're both industrial workers. And they have wacky adventures doing industrial stuff in Las Vegas. It could be fun. I don't know. I'd watch it for a few minutes. Certainly beat up Big Bang Theory. Ha ha ha. Okay, so we have both of them, but we want to give her a weapon. Chainsaw didn't work, I didn't think it would. But we do have a shotgun. Shotguns are always good to give survivors because they don't run out of ammo. Willa, we will give a back to. I was going to say shoulder to, but we don't really have the shoulder as much as our entire spine. So, we'll just take them back home. But we are running a bit long, and this is basically just a bunch of running around circles. So we are going to cut it a bit early and just say we captured them, because between now and then, absolutely nothing happens other than just what you're seeing now. Slowly walking through zombies while Terry falls behind it, occasionally cops the occasional zombie. So, whatever. We'll just cut it here, and I will see you next time. This has been Dreamship, and welcome back to the OP.